So this is a new game that I've just found out about thanks to another YouTuber, and it's called Draconius GO, and um, it's just like Pokemon Go. It uses the same type of model from Pokemon Go, and it's very, very cool to see a game like this, just like Pokemon Go, but it has what this is. This is my home or near it, and there are actually monsters spawning near my home. And if you see this weird, crazy grid, this strange, like, arrangement of lines right here around my home, there was a Google website you can go to that it's like shows you trails and stuff. And for a while, Trainer Tips thought that this website was something that Go drew from and marked its spawn points. And this arrangement of lines is something that I drew on that website to attempt to get things to spawn in my yard. And this game has used that and done that for me. So I actually have stuff that spawns here at my house for this game. So this is pretty cool. I'm going to catch these things now and look at some of their names. Check out these creatures. Wow, okay. Uses AR the same way. This is very cool. So I'm gonna catch this guy. This is the first Pokemon that not Pokemon. It's not a Pokemon. It's a monster that I'm catching. How do I take a picture? Okay, that's run. So actually, maybe I don't want this to be my first one. So let's look at these. Let's look what this one is. What is this one? This is like a furnace guy. Firepaw. Okay. Okay, maybe let's look at the other one. This is a potty. A potty. I really don't want my first one to be a potty. And this one is Sunzi, whatever. I don't know what that is. So I like the furnace guy. I'm gonna catch the furnace guy, and I'm gonna see if there's a way to take a picture. Is there a way to take a picture? There's a sphere. There's no way to take a picture. AR is off. No, I guess there's no way to take a picture. So that's fine, I guess. Let me just get this back over here. Alright, so now he's centered. I'm going to use the AR. The AR works so much smoother. What was that? Then go. Okay, that's weird. Okay, there's a lot of differences in the way you swing the ball, curve the ball, stuff like that. So I caught that guy. First catch, 1,050 XP. Sure, why not? I add him to Bestiary. That's a cool name for that. Alright, so they have stats, health, strength, HP. I get 900 essence, which is like Stardust. I got Potty Stones, which is... Okay, so this is the evolved form of Potty, I guess. Alright, so I got Potty Stones, which I can use to power up or evolve, just like Pokemon Go. And I also have moves. What the hell? Alright, so moves, Cinderer and Purification, they show energy per second and damage per second, which is very, very helpful. So I'm going to go ahead and get out of that. Reach level 2 like that. First catch, that's strange. Was that the starter? That couldn't have been the starters. Okay, so now there's nothing around me. Maybe it didn't spawn creatures near me. Maybe I was just tripping, and that was actually the starters. That would be weird though, because apparently one is Potty, the other is this Firepaw thing, and it has Potty Stones. So I'm guessing that's an evolved form. So these things are near me. What is this? Is the quest? The obelisk to get a quest and earn a reward. Okay, so that's an obelisk. There's never been anything this close to me before. Library of water apples. What? Library of water apples. What does that even mean? I think that's the actual, the well for our city. That's weird that it's named that. So there's 3 guys nearby. I don't know what any of these guys are. Oh, you can actually track them. It actually shows where they are. And it's at that tower. That tower, unfortunately, is it's behind my house, or it's actually beside my house. It's actually in a trailer plant, so I can't really go to that tower at all. What's this thing? This thing out here is a pillar of abundance. I think that's like a Pokestop, if I remember from the video. So, that's crazy. So first thing that's crazy about this is it actually used the street maps, which I think that's what it was called, the Google Street Maps reference that I drew on the map to try and get things to spawn. I don't think it actually worked because that looked like what they would have as starters in this game, since nothing is popping now, nothing's showing up. So PvP's cut off, but you can PvP in this game. That's the cool thing. Captured. This is creature retraining in the library. Tax collections from areas. Magic. I can cast spells. To cast spells, you need an altar. Okay. So you have runes. You have a whole bunch of stuff that's just not the same as Pokemon. I have 12. Oh, I have 0 of 12. For a second, I thought that said I had 12 eggs. That would have been strange. So the question is, do I venture out and try this game? Do I venture out to try and see what is going on with this strange little thing that I found? Library of Water Apples. That's really curious. I think I'm going to go check it out. It's a hard decision. It's a very hard decision, but I think I am going to venture out and see what this game's about. So, let me just get ready here for a second as I look through some of the other stuff. So, let's see. Shop. What's in the shop? Let's see. We have apprentices are called, or the balls in this game are called apprentices. If you didn't notice, that's what I just used to capture that beast. Pheromones are like incense. I'm guessing lures are the same thing as what a lure is in Pokemon Go. A crystal of wisdom is probably a lucky egg. A shovel. I have no earthly idea what a shovel is. Dragon's cocoon is probably an incubator. Dragon's eyesight, I have no idea what that is. Let's see. Show creatures in a large area. So, I guess it furthers your view distance. Dragon's cocoon. You need dragon cocoons to hatch creatures from eggs. They disappear after being used 3 times. So, it's an incubator. Alright, shovels. Shovels are essential in treasure hunting. So I guess you can find chests. Is what I saw in the other video. And this will probably show you where the chests are, or show what's near you. Okay, so let's just check these all out. Let's see. Doubles the amount of XP you get for 30 minutes. That is a lucky egg. Then lure for creatures. Place it inside of a pillar of absence to attract a creature to it. So yeah, that is a lure in Go. Same thing. Pheromones. Pheromones will attract creatures a certain element to you depending on the day of the week. So yeah, this is something that the Trainer Tips guy was talking about in his video talking about this game, is that the pheromones attract a different creature every day of the week. So one day of the week you might get a fire creature, the other day you might get a water creature, the other day you might get whatever other elements there are creature. So these will be very cool, very entertaining. And then we just have the apprentices. These are spheres that you use to capture creatures. Alright, so I'm going to get out of my house now, and I'm going to venture down the road just a little bit. I'm going to see what I come across. So walking out of the house now, and nothing's popping. I hope something's popped, or something pops. I hope this actual Street Maps program that I logged on to and mapped this whole area of my house, I hope that actually is going to cause things to spawn. That would be great. It didn't work for Pokemon Go, but it might work for this. Who knows? I guess we'll see, and time will tell. So in Pokemon Go, which I've made content for, I just haven't put it up yet. You have, in my little hometown, you have 3 gyms and about 6 Pokestops. This looks like it is so much more populated. So just to let you know, no internet connection. I know that. I'm aware of that. So this pillar, or this quest mission thing, is it's safe to say it's the trailer plant, but it's actually right behind someone's house, which is pretty strange. It's not really strange. I guess in Pokemon Go you have Pokestops. Now that is a gym, and that is technically at the trailer plant. In Pokemon Go, you have Pokestops that are like right on people's houses, or like right near people's houses. I know my brother and his son live where there's a Pokestop right on top of the house. This is madness. There are stops everywhere. So this is the first one I'm going to spin. It gave me some stuff sweet. Some XP, some other stuff. That's very cool. I mean, like, if you look at this is insane. Like, there are stops in the grass, there are stops on the way to down the road, there's stops everywhere, and it's not like this in Go. There's only like a few in certain areas. You're down the road, dude. Alright, so what is a gym is not exactly a gym in this game, because this was a gym right here where I'm at now. On the left side of the street right there, that was a gym. So apparently that's not anymore. This is a stop. This is literally the railroad tracks. And then there is a quest right here. So I'm going to pull over. And let's see about this quest. Okay, so element hunt. Travel and capture creatures of Arcana element. Okay. Progress 0-15. So I have to capture creatures. Ooh, that's a cool looking creature right there. Okay, so that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the other guy that I saw. Frogus here is okay. That's this like the sensitivity is weird on this. Okay, that was a good throw. Good throw. Alright. Sweet. Added Frogus to Bestiary. What I was talking about was this guy. Where is this guy at? Because I want to find him. So he's back behind me? Don't tell me he's at that. No, he's not. Okay, so I can find that guy. He's a crazy dragon dude. So I'm gonna find that crazy dragon dude. Maybe he won't disappear before I can make... See, this is what's strange. This is my normal round right here. Like, going down this road, this is where I normally make a little trail. There's a stop here. There's a stop here. And this is where I was talking about earlier, where people basically live on top of the stop. And, you know, that's what's strange, is that there aren't stops here, and there's stops everywhere else, like literally everywhere else. See, this is a water tower, so this is supposed to be a stop technically. but it's not actually the water tower. That's weird. So what is this called? What is this called? This is called Pillar of... oh, they're not named. Okay. So the stops aren't named. They're just always going to be Pillar of Abundance. But the gyms, or arenas, as I think they're called in this game, are named. So let's see if we can... Okay, the building is too far away. Okay, maybe I moved past it a little bit too much. That's fine, that's fine. Okay, so I got the quest. I just have to catch arcane creatures. This is very strange to play a game like this where it's kind of like I thought Pokemon Go was going to be, where there's stuff everywhere. Like, even in the most desolate of areas, like little sections off the road that you would have to like go through woods for. Like, that's what I kind of hoped Pokemon Go would have. So like you would have a little bit more like adventure with your catches. Like, you know, you'd have to kind of go out of your way to catch stuff instead of, you know, it being on a main highway or a road or something. You have to kind of drive down, pull over to the side and stop and you know, involve yourself with. But stuff is, I mean, these are, but other stuff is just kind of off the beaten trail. Beaten path? Is it beaten trail? Beaten path? I don't know. So, where was this guy at? He's not even on the nearby anymore. There he is. Okay, so here he is, down here, and I'm going toward him, but I doubt I'll be able to reach him because he's in a place I don't think I can pull into. Huh. Okay. That's also another quest, I think. This is, that's going to be someone's barn. So this little quest where this guy is spawning is actually someone's barn. I'm moving too fast. How am I moving too fast? This is insane. Alright, so I got stuff for that. I got an egg for that. Sweet. So I have to turn around now. This is, I've gone too far. I'm actually near someone's house, so I have to turn around. He is near, man. I want to catch this strange dragon-looking guy, but I can't get him because he's not in range. He's like at one of these two stops. And I say stops. They're, what are they? Pillar of Abundance. So they're pillars. And then there's a quest back there. There's stuff literally everywhere except where I need it to be. And it's strange because I never thought I would want that because of what I just said with the Pokemon Go thing. I wanted it to be kind of strange and like you have to kind of explore and go off the beaten path or trail or whatever I decided it was in the end. But anyway, you had to kind of like, you know, go out and do stuff and go other places besides just on a main road or off a main highway or whatever. And that's not the case with this game, which is fine, that's great, but I can't get to the stuff I want to get to. So there's an arena back there, and I doubt I can get to it. It's like the only arena I've seen besides that one over there. I know I can't get to that one, so let's give it a shot. Let's see if I can make it. There's another quest over there. This is irritating. This is so irritating that I can't get to anything. What is this one called? I can click on it though, can I? Just because I'm moving too fast. Area of Underground Heroes. So I very seriously doubt that these are named after actual places, because this is a swamp area and it says Area of Underground Heroes or Arena of Underground Heroes, whatever it said. Yeah, this is in someone's field, in the very back of the field. That portal, that's a portal. Okay, so the portals apparently take you to another, like, realm or dimension that you can catch different stuff in that dimension. So that's cool that there's one here, but it's like what I said before, in a place I cannot get to, because all of this green space here is people's backyards. That's fields that belong to people that have crops in them right now. That's it's a whole bunch of stuff that is just not accessible unless you go through someone's driveway or through someone's yard, something like that. So it's crazy. It's crazy. There's nothing along this highway. Up here is the hardest to reach gym. The hardest to reach gym. Hardest to reach to. That's stupid. Anyway, so this is the third gym and the hardest to reach in Pokemon Go, and it does not seem to have an arena. But it does have this little stop right here, this little pillar. So I guess I'll try to get this pillar, which I don't think I can reach. It's in a graveyard. I don't think I can get to it. Pull off. Nope, can't reach it. So that pillar is completely out of range. Can't do it. But this makes me curious, because when I went around my little hometown, it's very country, very in the backwoods of South Georgia. When I went around it before, I was kind of doing an explorative thing to try and see if Pokemon spawned anywhere in these like very rural spots that me and my friend always wanted to explore in Pokemon Go, and nothing ever really spawned. There would be just nothing. So I'm curious now, knowing what this game is, if anything spawns around here. So let's see. So this is my cousin's property. There seems to be nothing here. To me, it was always a fun idea for Pokemon Go. Whenever it was announced and it hadn't come out yet, I was imagining just like me and my buddy going out into like a field or like the woods or something, and just like stumbling upon some crazy stuff, you know, like just, you know, not really knowing what we were gonna find, and coming across something cool and catching it. And to him, I think it had to be something cool, you know, stumbling across something strange and crazy in a very desolate place. To me, it could have been anything. Just to go out and go into a field and catch something. I could have gone into a field and farmed Oddishes for all I care. I don't really have a preference. Catching anything to me is cool because the game exists. And there's another pillar kind of out in the middle of the woods. Like, if you could see right beside me, right, it's just thick woods. So if that were in Pokemon Go, that would be a very cool thing, just to go out into the woods and have a chance of catching something. And that's something that I think the game is missing, is that you should be able to be in nature and be able to find cool stuff, or just stuff at all, you know, as opposed to just happen to be in big cities where stuff is. Because if you think about it, in Pokemon, like the series, or like just in general, if you think about animals in nature, they're not going to go out into cities. They're not going to be in cities. There might be dogs and cats and stuff like that in cities, but they're not going to just populate the cities heavily. They're not going to stay around monuments and stuff like that. You know, Pokemon are kind of like animals, or you know, animals in the series, they are kind of take the place of them. So they shouldn't really be, you know, populating these areas. If you have grass Pokemon around a popular monument in the city, then that's not really That doesn't really make any sense. But if you have grass Pokemon out in a field or out, in the woods behind someone's house, that to me makes sense. That kind of gives you the sense of the game is more real, to the player, if you can go out in your backyard and catch something, as opposed to having to be in a big city and catch something. That doesn't, that makes the game less authentic to me. But, hey, whatever. I enjoy Pokemon Go. I'm not talking crap about it. I like it. I enjoy playing it. I've been a hardcore player. Ooh, a pillar I can hit. Let me slow down. And I missed it. Alright, that's fine. But yeah, not to talk crap about the game. I like the game. I've played it since it came out. I was extremely excited for it when I heard about it. So nothing, I don't think, can turn me off of the game. Gen 3 is about to come out, which is very cool. I have a few Pokemon I extremely like in Gen 3, but a large portion of them I just do not care for. But I think that it could take some hints from this game, just like this game took some hints from it, and it can take the hints of put stuff in the middle of nowhere. It doesn't matter where you put it. You don't have to have a monument or an area related to it. Just do like this game done, and just put stuff places. Like this pillar out in the middle of nowhere. This is a field behind someone's house. Like, don't just keep it in areas where there's important things. If you're wanting to draw people out of their homes and get them to play, put that stuff there in the important places, the monuments and stuff like that, but also put stuff behind their house. Put stuff in their yards. Put stuff in the woods next to their house. Put stuff in crazy, out-of-the-way places to make them go, not just explore monuments and things like that, or stores that you sponsor for your game. Make them go explore nature itself. Go down a dirt road if you're in the country, and see if you can find some Pokemon. Go down an alleyway and see if there's something there. It's different places. You don't have to base spawns off mobile data, apparently, because that's not what I'm seeing here. Because if you base the spawns in this game off of what Pokemon Go has, then it doesn't compare, because I don't think it's going off mobile data. So let's see if anything's here. This is an area where people go to bog their four-wheelers and their trucks and stuff like that. If you don't know what bogging is, you look up a YouTube video. There's no pillars here or anything like that. Let's see if any creatures pop up on the nearby. Nothing. Two things. Well, I don't know where they're at. And let's see. Okay, so when you try to look for something, it's going to tell you what they're nearest. And they're nearest to this pillar in the distance here. And I think I know where this pillar is. This pillar is probably gonna be near my uncle's house. Nope, it's a little ways down the road. But this is in a thicket of pine trees. So, God, I wish I could show you. I'm gonna get my camera out at some point and do like a vlog type video and show you where this pillar is, along with many others. This is in a thicket of pine trees, and basically what people do is they plant a bunch of pine trees, and then they have them cut down in a few years when they've grown up, and they get stuff off of them. They get money. Get stuff off of them. They get money for them. Duh. Anyway, so that's in a thicket of pine trees. This pillar way back here is in a piece of property, or on the border of a piece of property that my family owns, and this thicket of pine trees. So then we have this pillar. This is actually on the other side of the street, on another border of land between my family's land and someone else's land. And that I can actually go to, probably. Oh, nope, it's actually in the woods. Never mind, the road does not go there, so I'd have to get out and trek into the woods, which I'm willing to do another time. So, there's nothing around here. So I've made, this is not the mini route, as I like to call it. The mini route is basically the circle I took you through before, where I said, hey, this is my route, my normal route through the town. This is actually the mid-sized route around the town, around the back of the town. Then there's a large route, which goes a lot deeper into the town, covers a lot more ground. So the mid route basically has nothing in comparison to, I'm sure, larger cities and going through the town and out of the town, and apparently people's backyards. So can't really do much with this, but there's one in the distance. Let's see what that is. Alright, so this looks like, I should have saw this one when I was playing in the town before. I probably did. So this one, we're by a field, and we're coming to the end of the field. So this is what I mean. This is at the corner. Yeah, this is at the corner of a field, at the very, like, the tree line of the field. It's very cool that it's there. It's just very strange that it would be there of all places. But hey, like, that's what I wanted before. So we're gonna try to hit this. I'm gonna try to hit this pillar again, or well, for the first time, because we didn't hit it last time. So we're gonna hit it, and bam, we got some stuff. Got some eggs, stuff like that. Let's see about these eggs. So there's 2 eggs put in a cocoon. We have an infinite cocoon, so I'm gonna put that in a cocoon and see if we can walk 2 kilometers sometime in the near future and hatch that egg. Alright, so this is the route that I like to take home because it's nice and slow and you can hatch eggs on it in Pokemon Go, but also because this route now has stops and stuff, so this is very cool. So this is in the woods as well, this pillar right here. I can't even get close enough to hit it, or can I? Nope, can't even get close enough to hit it without moving past it first. That's in like a little swampy area beside someone's house, and there's a bunch of tractor equipment there as well. Now this pillar I could probably get to. This pillar is on the side of the road at a little dump area that people like to use. They like to dump dirt there, and trash, and limbs, and leaves, and sticks, and stuff. Then that one right there is in someone's yard. All of that is down a road that you can go down, and you can hit 2 or 3 of them that are right on the road, but anything that goes past the road, you're going to have trouble hitting because it goes into people's yards. So let's see if I can pull over a little bit and hit this one. I got in range. I'm spinning it. Spinning it. Spinning it. I moved past it. Damn it. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to get back on the road now. This arena here. So this is at a trailer plant. But I think I can just pull up in the driveway and be there briefly enough to be able to put something in it and drive off. No one's here anyway, so let's see if I can do that. This driveway's a little narrow. Alright, so I'm in range of the arena. Let's see. Level 5 is required to enter the arena or library. That's a library, so that's books floating around it. I didn't notice that before, and a table or something. I thought that was an arena, which is what you, I guess, put. I keep wanting to call them Pokemon. Put your little dragons in. So that's about it. That wraps up our little journey. There's a bunch of stuff I didn't get to find, and I'll eventually get to it. I'm gonna play this game and unlock more stuff and try to complete more quests and all that jazz. And I'll try and take everyone along for the ride. Anyone who wants to watch this. But yeah, so that's it for now. I'm gonna go back home and I'll see if anything spawns really quickly while I'm at home. I don't think anything is, but hey, it's worth a shot. Looks like nothing spawning. Yeah, so nothing's spawning here at the house. So I'll just leave it at that, and the next time, maybe I will, I'll have some goodies for the video. Or maybe I'll have some actual Pokemon, some actual, dragons, Draconians, I don't really know what you call them, I guess beasts to capture. So, till next time, thank you for watching. This has been No Floats. Peace.